So I wanted to come and talk to you guys about cord cuttings. Yeah. Yeah, cord cuttings. Why they are essential, why you should utilize them, but there's a certain way that you have to do it considering the situation. Okay. So this right here is a cord cutting. Okay. And as you guys can see, I have the scissors symbolic of cord cutting. Hey, 1EQ. And on this side would be the side of either the client or myself. And then on this side would be the side of what you want to cut, the energy you want to cut. Here's the problem with narcissistic, codependent people. They will keep chaos and turmoil. They will try to ruin your life because life is, life is difficult for them. They will literally take everything from you, everything. It takes a lot to deal with a codependent person or either people. And actually doing the cord cutting is very important, especially if your connection with either that person or those people is doing you harm. Okay, they will desperately try to form a cord to you, like at any moment, especially if they're having a problem or issue. Because you know what I think? I think that a lot of people have a tendency to mix everything together. And this is one of the things that my mother taught to me my whole life, is to not mix and clump everything together because everything is not related. Okay? A lot of people have a tendency to do that, and you can't really do that. Even though people can be connected, but it could be a separate issue. Okay? So, cord cuttings. Um, they are very essential in your well-being. People see, the thing of it is that you know the difference when you're trying to end an association and a connection with with either a person or people. They want the cord, they want the connection. You're almost like a sacrifice to them. It's not like you're being there for them. It's not like they like you or they respect you or you're working with that person or even on the same page or even have the same agenda as that person. And it's really basically about energy. And it's about also another thing. Typically, narcissistic, codependent people, they don't know how to admit when they are wrong about things that they've done, not even in private to God. They can't admit it. They're constantly in denial. And they have to have somebody to go down with them. If they're going down, they want to drag you down with them. And you don't want to be a part of that energy. And this is something that's happening a lot, especially in the spiritual community. People typically don't know how to transmute their energy. One of the goddesses that's really phenomenal in transmuting energy would be Lilith, would be Kali Ma. Hecate is phenomenal in doing that. Isis, but they are too prideful. They're too prideful to do that. So that's why they're not able to transmute their negative energy. And they have to filthify you up instead of clearing themselves, making actual changes within themselves. And the next thing you know, they're constantly trying to form this cord that you don't want. As you guys draw towards the new moon, it's gonna get worse. Because they know that a lot of people that have good sense are trying to cut the cord from them. They know that, and they don't want that. So they're trying to form the cord. Okay, so that's why a lot of them, they'll try to take on a dominant approach. These are random people that you don't know, people that don't mean anything to your life. saying hello to somebody or even talking to them doesn't mean that they owe you something for the rest of your life. Myself, including a lot of the people that I know, a lot of the people that I'm associated with, these are very powerful people. I am a very powerful person. And if these people, the first step and it does, race doesn't matter. They come in all races, codependent people. The first step in taking your energy, stealing your shine, stealing from you, or either trying to ruin you is lying, smear campaigns, and all that stuff, and keeping some kind of stupid beef going that you don't care about because you know how to prioritize. Okay. Mm-hmm. They want to take credit for your success, even though during your association with them, it was not public. Okay. Especially in social media. I noticed that certain people, even with me, it's like, well, when I was talking to you, nobody even knew that. So you're the reason for my success. You're the reason why I'm on. You're the reason why I'm manifesting. No, boo boo. No. No, boo boo. No, you're not. Keep it straight. Don't let them confuse you. Hey, Kinsley's mommy. So Kinsley's mommy, you need to contact me for a consultation, even if it's a mini one, because from what you've told me, you don't actually have a reason to want to cut the cord from your baby daddy. Unless he was putting his hands on you. If he's putting his hands on you, then, but we'll talk about that in private. Hey, Christian, hello. So I actually put a cord cutting instructional video up on TikTok. I may download it and put it up here. People don't want to cut the cord. They want to keep talking about it. They want to keep talking about it because they need your energy. And they will drain you. They will drain you. They will. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you guys that are doing pacts with Lilith. Lilith is not a vampire. Let me repeat this. Lilith is not a vampire, but she can replicate every monster on this planet and in other planets. Lilith does not need to vampire off of anybody. But the reason why she has the reputation for a succubus is because of people, not just men, women too, trying to take or steal her power. Your story is her story, and she know how to take them shits back. So that's why she's been given that reputation. She's not a vampire. Okay? They are vampires. And, Lilith was a witch. She was one of the original witches. She had a strong connection to the earth. She had a strong connection to the underworld as well as the heavens and the universe. She is Saturn. She is running this planet, period. And she always will. Okay? Okay, well, if he never hit you and he never did anything to your child or anything like that, he wasn't a danger, there's no need for you to cut the cord with him. You just need to contact me, sweetheart, okay? And we'll talk about it. Okay, Christian. So, yeah, and a lot of people got her messed up. So I wanted to show y'all this cord cutting I'm doing because not only am I doing, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why y'all need to, it's a lot of fuck shit in social media. Y'all need to learn about this Black Mirror work. Y'all need to learn about that. Did y'all see them orbs yesterday? Ooh, the orbs. The orbs, baby. The orbs. Okay? Anyway, y'all need to learn about that. Okay? How to do that mirror magic. Because that's going to turn into an altar downstairs. Anything sent, buy. Don't send nothing. Okay? Use them black mirrors. But I'm going to have like 3 or 4 altars set up because with black mirrors, because I made those black mirrors, but I want some of my altars to have like the beautiful designed mirrors and stuff, like the really pretty ones, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna be getting that together down in my altar room. Okay. Yeah, and I'm burning metal sweet right now because and I'm doing all my core cuttings that I need to do are going to be done before the new moon because it's going to creep up on us. Okay. Basically, a core cutting will stop you having to share negative karma with other people. The only people that you have to share negative karma with is maybe your husband and your children. Okay. You don't owe nobody else nothing. I deal with my clients. I do this for a living. I do this for a living. This is what I get paid to do. Okay. And I ain't cheap. So, and there's a difference. You get what you pay for. Hello? Ain't nobody scared over here to ask for my worth. And I don't take donations, guys. I don't do somebody contacting me saying, what's the donation for a reading? I don't do donations, sweetie. Okay. I just get paid for the work that I do. So this is amazing. Okay, so guys, listen. I found this butterfly while I was not out foraging. It ended up being a foraging trip. The crazy thing about this butterfly is that it reminds me of air energy because I tried to flip it over like that and it just wants to be like this. So isn't this friggin' amazing? Okay. So I've got yeah, do your core cuttings for people. I'm going to start offering them more often because that's what a lot of you guys need. In fact, a lot of you guys need those with these curse reversals, but you may need a really focused core cutting. And then also, this is the core cutting binding. Okay, let me show y'all. Let me turn on the thingy. Okay. So it ended up being like a orangey-ish color because I had some problems sealing this bottle. This is the cord cutting binding. So after you're done with cutting the cord, you're going to burn the petition of whatever you want to cut, but your side of the petition is going to be saved in one of these little tiny bottles. Okay, and it's got sugar. It's got some of my love sugar. It's got some star of anise. It's got some acorns, some devil's club, all sorts of herbs at the bottom. Uncrossing herbs and stuff. Yes. You've seen that happen. Don't listen to them. One EQL said, what is your response to the haters trying to coerce your clients into being fake, afraid of packs? They lying, saying protection is selling your soul, being sold out to the devil. First of all, they are hating on you. They are hating on you, and at the same time, while in denial, they are conjuring all kinds of demons on you, and they don't want you to have protection. Okay? That's why. That's why they doing that. And keep in mind that all of my packs with the underworld, I don't just do underworld packs. I do packs with Lakshmi, Lord Ganesha, Hecate, Isis. You can do a pact with Isis. Okay? But they don't want you to have pacts with Lilith and Forneus because they don't want you to have protection. They don't want you to do a pact with Boone because they don't want you to have no money because they hating. That's why. They not just hating on me, they hating on you. Okay? And it is important to have a pact. Let me put this down real quick and pour me some more wine. I got my wine, y'all. Okay, they don't want you to have no protection. And they scared, and then also they're the devil's rejects, so to speak, because they don't know how to show no respect. They couldn't even work with you. You notice how they, yeah, it's a lot of different reasons why. But where have you seen them do that at, 1EQ? Have you seen somebody on YouTube doing that? Don't listen to them people unless you want to end up like them. Y'all don't want to end up like them. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the way that they act. It's like dealing with, I don't even want to say little children, because even children are more intelligent than that. They're very childish. They're very immature. They're very, codependent. Mm-hmm. All of their psychic attacks are being sent back to them through these dark mirrors. All of their psychic attacks are being sent back. Okay. Mm-hmm. Through the mirrors. It's gonna backfire on them. All of it is, because we tired. We tired. And you know what they need to do? They really need to just go to church. But they want their own churches. Okay, go and be a pastor, then go and be a priest, or be a female preacher. Leave us alone. Mm-hmm. So, mm-hmm. I'm up in my room right now, y'all, because I gotta get my son room together. I had to go and put blood all over everything, like a few weeks ago. I had to cover everything with my blood. I got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of that's in that room back there. So yeah, so I'm just up here because it's just easier, you know. But anyway, core cuttings are essential. Do your core cuttings. If somebody say they cutting the cord to me, I'm like, good, great. Like, they don't want to cut the cord. They want to keep a tie with you. Okay. Now, the actual cord is very important, how you're doing your cords. So that's something that you have to go by your intuition. I did one, but I found a better way of doing the cords. So the cord and everything goes in the bottle to protect your energy, because they're constantly trying to tap into your energy constantly. And they may not even need it. Sometimes they do need it. Sometimes they're sick. They may have sicknesses and illnesses, but sometimes they just want to take from somebody else. And then sometimes they do want to switch places with you, which is weird, bro. Like, I mean, I can't understand it, but I can understand it, and it's quite ridiculous. I burned the person's cord. Um, can a cord cutting remove any bindings? It possibly could. Bad habits, bindings, you have to do like a anti-binding jar. I did one. It's over there on my other plate. I call it Maleficent. Yeah. Somebody trying to bind your powers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Natalie. Right now, what this cord cutting is doing is it's taking back your energy, taking back whatever it is that they took, because they're constantly trying to take stuff constantly. You're like a snack to them. You're like a dinner. You're like a gourmet dinner to them. Okay. So they trying to vampirize you. Their cord gets burned up with the petition. It just gets burned and some salt thrown on it. You can make black salt out of it, out of the ashes, or you can flush it down a toilet. I like to flush it down the toilet. Mm-hmm. But the way I do it now is your cord, I keep it and I wrap the petition. I cut it and I wrap the petition with the cord and we seal it. Okay. I'm gonna get some more stamps, y'all. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. They want to keep that connection with you. And, the reason why they started up with you in the first place is because they're trying to steal your energy. It's that's happening a lot. Some of them are doing it on a very, very deep subconscious level, but some of them are very conscious of what they're doing. And as you can see, I got a half-eaten, I don't know what the fuck happened to this pine cone, but it sure is bare. This is a part of the process. 'Cause I had to drink some Gatorade today. God damn. God damn. I had to drink Gatorade today. That's how thirsty they are, bruh. And they don't want you to have no connection with Lilith because Lilith is going to reveal everything to you. You'd be surprised at the shit that she'll teach you individually and as a collective. I did too. Look, I ain't joking. I ain't lying. Look at this shit. I was kind of dehydrated a little bit. Mm-hmm. Vampires drink blood. There's a difference between a psychic vampire and a vampire. A psychic vampire is not a vampire. Just by the way. In fact, I'm kind of friendly friends with vampires. They don't psychic vampire. Again, vampires are very powerful. Just like in the show True Blood was like one of the truest depictions of them. People will give them their blood. Your body is constantly making blood. These fuckers, these parasitic people will stop. Well, they will shut down your spleen. They are not cool with vampires. Vampires want you to keep producing blood. Okay. Hey, April. This is something different. And they steal spiritual energy, like whatever is coming into your house, they want that. And if it ain't nothing coming into your house, they want to steal from you directly. They go from the inside out. It's preposterous. Okay. But yeah, don't listen to them. I worked with Lilith for years because she's Kali Ma basically, but she's pretty much, you don't want to work with the underworld without being under her protection. But in order to get her messages, you really have to, like, I truly believe that she has something to do with astrology. I believe that the wisdom comes from Lilith. Because if you, and then Saturn, I think you have to look at Saturn. You have to really, really, not just all of the planets, but you have to look at Saturn because her sigil, her sigil. Yeah, it's Saturn, but only it has a cross across the bottom. Okay. Mm-hmm. You don't necessarily make a pact with deities like Santa Martha. That's a whole other another. You can. I guess it would depend on your relationship. I know I love Santa Martha though, and I cannot wait until this Halloween. It's not about anything to be scared of. Santa Martha is so healing. She's such an amazing deity. Okay. Yeah. Black Moon. Yeah. I believe she has a representation within all of the planets. You know. So for them to tell you that you shouldn't do a pact with Lilith is because they trying to trick you. Because everybody has to bow down to Lilith. Everybody. Period. Okay, and I'm talking about those people that basically, Lilith, to me, I feel like she's the one that is gonna save this planet. And a lot of people work with Hecate. Hecate is Lilith. She's the hag in the triple goddess. The hag, the crone is Lilith. So if you work with Hecate, you're already working with Lilith. Okay. This is my protection bottle right here. Um, so I can move this out of the way, but yeah, that's my protection bottle. And so yeah, make sure y'all do y'all cord cuttings, man, because they gonna be having a sad, sad winter. I'm sorry, that it just these people gonna have to learn to stand on their own 2 feet, and they gonna have to start learning how to stand on their own 2 feet without dogging and like. I think the whole underworld was like, what the fuck they say about Jamila? Because for some reason, since I was a seed in my mama's womb, I've had a connection. They was like, what are they doing? And so for Nis, who is my favorite, he's my king. Okay, he's he is a marquis of hell. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And so he has always been there throughout the years. That's why I was able to survive all of the crap, all of the rumors and craziness that wasn't true. He basically gave me grace from that because none of that stuff that was said about me was true. It was just meant to destroy me, and it was meant to destroy you. So it's like, whose side are you on exactly? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, Lilith sees them as a planetary threat. She loves this planet. She loves nature. She is the garden of Eden. She is the garden of Eden. Okay, which is this planet. Earth is the Garden of Eden. The entire earth. So I got some apples today. So I got some apples for the group. I got 4 of them. 1 of them for me and then 3 for the rest of the group. So I got some. Hold on, let me put this down real quick. So I got some red delicious apples. They don't have the pumpkins out, the actual real pumpkins. They don't have them out yet, guys. But the faux pumpkins, because the symbolism is just as good. So I got 4 of these. Okay, I gotta peel the stickers off of them. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some work for the group. If y'all want to know in detail, then just text me, and because I'll be throwing some cards and stuff and doing the reading for the group. So I got 4 of these red delicious apples. And if you have not gotten into my circle, it's a good time to do it. You don't have to. I mean, I've got clients up the woozah. I've got client cases flowing in left and right. Okay. Especially with these cord cuttings. And Spirit say, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of them because they will take everything out of you. They will. Just yeah, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She is very empowering. Not just to women, but to men as well. Which is why she's considered to be a sex demon because she actually is perfect for love work too. Like people be trying to act like, oh, Lilith is gonna take your man. No, she's perfect for love work. The Adam and Eve root came from her womb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it all belongs to her. She enchanted everything, you know? So they don't want you to know that. And it doesn't matter what race, because a lot of times she's depicted, Lilith was a Mesopotamian. She was all over Sumerian, Mesopotamian, and y'all know what those women look like, but obviously she was all over. Okay. She was all over. But y'all know that Sumerian, the Sumerian place that's over in Iraq, but she was all over the world. Okay. Yeah. Well, the incubuses and the succubuses, this all about sex and ecstasy and pleasure. So do your cord cuttings, guys. They don't. The one I put up on, as I said, I know this doesn't look like a cord cutting that you're normal, because I do use like the tall pillar candles for cord cuttings as well. I'm waiting on my shipment to come in tomorrow, but you can use tea lights. Okay, you can use tea lights. You can use cinnamon. Cinnamon represents fire. Even if you don't have tea lights, you can use cinnamon. Cinnamon, habanero peppers, all that stuff represents fire. Okay, so I'm waiting on my shipment to get here tomorrow. So, and burning the cord is good, but I say take the remnants or either just take the cord itself. So I kind of prefer it this way. And you could tell that one that I did last night, because that one that I did last night was for a specific female, and I felt the difference. But it kind of, I will tell y'all that it will kind of make you feel like you'll feel that shift, and it'll kind of make you feel a little off a little bit, because it's like, wait a minute, but that's because you're shedding. That's because you're getting rid of that negative energy, and it will make you poop. Okay. This is for something different. Okay. You can definitely cut the cord from groups of people too. Hint, hint. Okay. Does this remove any binding spells, right, instead of a person? It could if you specify, but I would say if there's like, you mean like if a person binds themselves, absolutely. If somebody has binded them, this is exactly what that is, exactly. But what I thought you meant, Christian, was if somebody binded your powers, which is very don't you any of the witches, shout out to the witches. What if somebody binded your powers as a witch? Like just your powers, period. Like, I'm gonna bind you, and so you can't use your personal power. I feel sorry for that person. Cause I know how to get in touch with Saturn real quick. Like real quick. I'm a nice person. I'm one of the sweetest people. I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. It make me want to cry sometime because people want to take your kindness for weakness. Yes, apples represent Lilith, and y'all are gonna love her altar. And speaking of pacts, which I'll talk about this, I don't have to reveal this, but I will because I like to be very clear. I have a pact with Lilith, of course. I have a pact with Lucifer. I have a pact with Satan. I have a pact with Forneus. I have a pact with Boone. And I have a pact with Clonic and Andromalius. Those are the demons that I have a pact with. I have a pact with Lakshmi. Okay. Of course, the rest of the family, because everything comes from her. And I will be soon having a pact with Saint Expedite because a lot of people think that if you work with the underworld that you can't work with the saints, and yes, you can. You can even work with the archangels. I've been had a pact with Saint Michael. He's my right hand man. He ain't never leaving my side. In fact, I feel like I don't know why I feel like Saint Michael is my brother. Like it's like a brother sister thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So those are and I don't believe I need anything else. So definitely do your packs. I've got several people doing them already. And all of that, like all of you guys that have done them feel a total big difference. And so there's a big difference between just calling on them and having a pact with them. And that's what they want. They want you to make a commitment to them. That's basically what a pact is. Do you have to, are you selling your soul? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. They're here to help you. What the fuck? Lucifer is the light bearer of wisdom and knowledge. They're here to fucking help you. Why are. That shit don't even. That's some more Hollywood garbage. And I ain't saying that because Hollywood don't like me. Hollywood does like me. I ain't saying that if somebody after me and none of that shit. That's just like the movies that you see about witches and shit. If people present and then blood sacrifices and stuff. Sometimes people will present themselves as sacrifices. It's like shit. So it ain't like you're sacrifice. People start, the fear sets in. Because they nosy. You sacrificing yourself being nosy as shit. Get your nose out of business that ain't yours. And then all that bullshit about sacrificing your children, all that shit. I truly believe that the God in the Bible was. Let me put this down real quick so I can pour me some more wine. I truly believe that the God of the Bible is Moloch. Moloch is like a godfather that is like adopting these children from parents that don't want them. So if you get sacrificed by your parent, your godfather is probably going to be Moloch. Okay, but you don't necessarily have to work with Moloch. I don't work with Moloch. Okay. It's all a part of God's plan. Anyway, I am loving my butterfly. I just been out in nature finding all kind of gifts. I'm like, oh my God, another gift. But when you take the top off of it, that's when it starts to move around like it's still alive. I know y'all like, ew, Jamila, you're touching it. Y'all know when I go fishing, I like to touch the worms too. You know when you put the worm on the hook. I'm not squeamish about that either. And I found a couple of worms out there while I was foraging early this morning. Because I did go out to look for acorns, but them squirrels be eating the hell out of them acorns. They can't even come off the tree. Them squirrels be eating them. Something be eating them. It was kind of flying for me like it was. It was y'all can't see it because it was like moving. So yeah. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna sit here and finish meditating. I'm gonna get my work done for the group. I got some Apple work that I'm gonna do with Lilith. So I will see. I have a pack with Zozo, Ouija Demon. Ooh. Zozo. Hey. That I don't know why that reminded me of Zotar. Like I believe Zotar is actually a real entity. Y'all remember Zotar from that movie Big with Tom Hanks? Y'all remember that? And he granted wishes and stuff. You just had to put the quarter or 50 cents in the thing. I feel like I got some kind of connection. I don't have a pact with, but I haven't acknowledged it, but Zotar for some reason. I don't know what it is, but anyway, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Do your cord cuttings though, okay? And never stop believing in magic ever. Did you really, April? Ain't that a good ass? Oh my God, so much nostalgia in that movie. I love that movie. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. Oh no, I'm about to sit. I gotta eat dinner though first. I'm not gonna do any more work until I eat something. So I'm about to eat dinner because I know, right? Me too. Me too. I think I was like what 12 or 13 when that movie came out. Yes. Oh, love you too, April. Well, I love all you guys. I'll see y'all later, okay? Um, yeah, these are important. In fact, I don't want to say that they'll replace a cleanse. I'd say that at the same time that you do a cleanse, I think you should do a cord cutting as like a rider. But it really depends. Like if you have cords to like bad family or something like that. Love you too, sis. I will see y'all later, okay? I gotta go. Y'all have a good one.